when you attempt to lose weight, when you go into a period of energy restriction, the body responds in a multitude of different ways. So one of the main ones is your metabolic rate is reduced. Another one is that your appetite goes up. It interferes with a lot of your hormones, including your reproductive hormones, including cortisol levels, including insulin and the insulin pathway. It impacts the gut microbiome, which is like the bacteria in the gut. It impacts the barrier between the gut and the blood cells. It impacts your muscles, and it impacts where you store your fat. It impacts your genetics. This is called epigenetics, the field of epigenetics, where you have like this DNA code, but it alters the way that those genes are expressed. I mean, this is like some profound physiological changes in response to intentional energy restriction. And your body can handle a little bit of energy restriction, right? Because that's inevitably going to happen. Human beings have evolved over thousands and thousands of years, and there were periods of time when we didn't have enough food to eat. And so we are prepared for these kind of eventualities. But when it's over a prolonged period of time, and when it's quite a significant amount of energy restriction as well, we can cause long-term damage. Now, this damage doesn't just stop when you stop dieting. This damage lasts for a long time. And eventually, the weight starts, you hit a peak. And anyone who's ever been on a diet knows you lose some weight, and then it slows down a little bit, and then it stops, and then you start regaining the weight. And it's in this process of losing and regaining, and then you start another diet and you lose it and then gain it and then lose and regain, that you're actually causing long-term damage to your body. So weight cycling is associated with, I can't remember all the things I mentioned, but diabetes, because it interferes with the insulin pathway, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. It's associated with joint pains, arthritis, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease or fatty liver. I'm trying to think of all the different things. I mean, there are so many. It can impact your estrogen and progesterone levels. It can impact fertility. It can impact so many different parts of your body. And that is why I don't prescribe weight loss. Because I know that for the vast, vast majority, and I'm talking like, only a tiny, tiny minority of people are able to lose weight and keep it off. And even those people who do, I would argue, have slipped into some habits that are probably quite harmful and dangerous for them. Aside from that very small proportion of people, the vast majority of people are going to weight cycle.